All right, kids, it's time for Math at Home with Mr. Harrison. And this time we are going to be talking about multiplying fractions and mixed numbers by whole numbers. Whole numbers. This is a whole number and this is a fraction, and we're going to multiply them. We're going to look at a couple of different ways to see it. So, first of all, our denominator is 5. Okay, 5 is our denominator, and it's going to stay our denominator throughout this process. So we need to multiply 3 times 1/5. Okay, now that's pretty easy because we have 1/5 plus 1/5 plus 1/5. And of course we know how to add that, because we've done this before. We add our numerators, but we never, ever, ever, ever add denominators. This is repeated addition, which is basically a long way of doing multiplication. So 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals 3, and we do not change our denominators. So 3 times 1/5 equals 3/5. Now that's the easy part when we are dealing with just a fraction. We're multiplying a whole number by a fraction. So let's do another one. We did that one by unit fractions. Let's do another one. This board's hard to erase today. I don't know why. Okay, so let's say we have another one here, and we say it's 4 times 2/8, right? So we have 2/8 as a fraction, and we have it 4 times, right? Well, that would be 2/8 plus 2/8 plus 2/8 plus 2/8. In other words, repeated addition. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times 2. 4 times 2/8. We have 4 2/8 here. 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 eighths. And of course we know that that equals 1. So this is really easy. It's not a difficult thing to do. It's just multiplying the whole number by the numerator, and as always our denominator stays the same. Okay, now what do we do if we want to multiply a whole number by a mixed number? And remember that a mixed number is just a whole number and a fraction together as one number. Well, there's a couple of different ways you can look at it. The easy way would be to say you've got 5 times 1 2/7. You could say equals 5 times 1, we're just going to multiply our whole numbers, equals 5, and 5 times 2/7 is 10/7. Okay? That's a really easy shortcut way to do it, but if it helps us, we can use the distributive property. In other words, we can break up, so I get rid of that thing, we can break up our 1 2/7 into 1 2/7 and multiply each of those parts by 5. We've done this before with the distributive property. This one becomes 5 times 1 plus 5 times 2/7. This equals 5 plus 10/7 equals 5 10/7. And of course, if we wanted to put it in simplest form, that would be 6 3/7. Okay? So, but 5 10/7 for this operation is perfectly fine. So let's have a look at yet another one. Get rid of this. Okay. Oh, by the way, our mystery word is actually 2 words for this week, and those 2 words are be still. Be still is our mystery words or mystery phrase this week, and that's because we want to be sure that we're practicing being still when we take our 10 Ready test this week. And you're going to do great on it. We just have to remember to be still, calm our minds, and work through our problems, and we're going to do awesome. All right, so let's do one more, and then I'll give you a couple that you can do on your own, okay? Let's try a little bigger one. 7 times 3 4/9. I love that. Equals, well, 7 times 3 is 21, and 7 times 4 is 28, and that would be 28/9. Okay, now we can break that up if we want into 7 times 3 plus 7 times 4/9. See, all we did was we took our 3 here and our 4/9 here, and we just want to make sure that we're multiplying all these parts by 7, so we're not leaving anything out. All of it needs to be multiplied by 7. Okay, and we're going to get the same result. We're going to get 21 and 28, because 7 times 4 is 28, 28/9 equals, now I can get 3 9s into 28, and that would be 27, so there would be 1/9 left over. So I can add those 3 to here. That would equal 24 and 1/9. All right? This is very, very not difficult to do if you break it apart and really think about how to do it. So I'm going to give you some problems here, and if you bring these in on Monday in the morning and show me the answers to these problems, I'll have a little treat for you in the morning. And if you post "Be Still" to our message board, our "It's the Right Time" menu on the website, I will have a treat for you Monday as well. So let's try this one right here. We'll start with a simple one. We'll go with 3 times 2/7. And then let's try one that's a little bit more involved. Let's say 6 times 2 1/8. Let's try that one. And then let's try one that gets into some bigger numbers. Let's try 9 times 7 5/6. If you'll bring me these answers on Monday morning, I will have a special morning treat for you. And if you type "Be Still" into the "It's the Right Time" part of the website, I will have an afternoon treat for you. All right, we'll see you on Monday. And remember, we have 10 ready this week on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And we're going to be still. We're going to still our minds and think and work our way through the problems. And always remember, how do we eat an elephant? One bite at a time. All right, see you next time. Bye.